play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Moving the pocket, it's Barber. Stepping to the right. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. And the shot to clears will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Green Wave. Stealing a score on special teams. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They punted on the opening possession of the game. Might still have a few plays left on that opening script. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, this quarterback is dynamic, and it's because of his speed. You see it in the run game, but also when he decides to extend the play, scramble, and just buy himself time. Defense can't keep up with him as he's able to find that completion for the first.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback keep. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Trying to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Great place to start for this offense. Tells the run, wants to pass. Still looking to his right. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Second and long here. The run inside. It's McClure. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Second down, going to throw it. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. The Green Wave lining up, facing third and long. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive gain.
Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis.
Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tulane. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
The Chanticleers now ready to go on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Breaks into the open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Barber. Gonna take a shot. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the first quarter. This guy's already thrown one pick. He should have thrown his second right there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. They put the brakes on him.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Oh, pressure's coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The shot that clears decide to punt it away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Finds his man on the RPO. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Play action on 1st down. Makes the grab outside. It's Daniels. If that running back wore a half-size bigger shoe, that's an incomplete pass, but he got a foot down.
He got it down. Nice body control, and you see so many running backs work with wide receivers now in practice because they're such good route runners, and you could tell the awareness was fully there near the sidelines to get that little toe in bounds, baby.
2nd down, gonna throw it. That's caught. It's Daniels. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, 1st down here.
Red 18, go!
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got rid of it just in time. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Long way to go on 2nd down.
Easy.
Straight ahead, it's McClure. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to establish the run. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Got to make the play on 4th. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it in the red zone. It's McClure. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Back to pass, it's Barber. He wants to take the top off. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
It's so hard as a quarterback on 3rd downs when you're getting blitzed and you know you're going to take a shot right in the face as you let this football go, but you still got to stay in there and you've got to deliver it accurately. That's a tough play by the quarterback, but it pays off. They get the 1st down. Offense stays on the field.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Myers on the move. Working the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Chanticleers have their offense in high gear. Running inside. It's Edwards.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly.
Looking for the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Looking for a crease. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Push is ahead. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he's got some space. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. The pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown, Coastal. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Under pressure, and it's a sack.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Oh, and he wants to throw. Nobody fooled with the trickeration. It'll bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Trying to make one miss. Smashes through the tackle. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Barber. Escapes the pressure going right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Fresh setter downs going to the air. On target. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And this offense just keeps putting it together, man. Like, they have not been stopped very often. Another play in the passing game. This defense, they've got to find something, and they've got to find it fast. Like, halftime is a little ways away. They got to make some adjustments right now.
He's past the sticks. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Drops back on first down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Gain of 23 on the play.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Trying to run, it's Daniels. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Daniels. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the run, it's Edwards. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 14 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Scarlet Knights, looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand.
First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Stopped right there.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sees a crease. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McClure. Makes the tackle. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. They'll send the back in motion. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the last 2 plays have left them in a hole as they stare at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's McClure. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He goes down immediately, but boy, he knew where he was on the field, just enough to pick up the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Second and long here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. I'll try to get things off on time after the delay of game. Now it's 2nd and 12. They've got to find that play clock. These kinds of things can't happen. 2 straight delay of game penalties. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is 2nd and long. The quick game. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Turning it on. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Tulane. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Quick give. It's Edwards. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air. It's Barber. Turns it upfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you weren't able to get anything running the football there in the first play. You get a TFL, so now you go to the screen and give it back to your running back and let him make something happen in the passing game. There's a lot of different ways you can sprinkle these backs the football, and that was a good idea there on 2nd down by the offensive coordinator.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Hits inside. It's McClure. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Turner. Eagles at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
On the out route. He's marked down at the 16-yard line. And it's a first down.
We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Sells to fake. Out wide right, it's Turner. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McClure. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Long way to go on second down. Scanning the field, it's Barber. The short hands, it's Washington. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page.
Gonna let it fly. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Here comes the heat. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Right side, it's Hill. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speed.
Racing down the left side. To the house. Touchdown, Green Wave. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Caught behind the line. It's Ellison. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Barber. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. Fourth down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the fourth down.
Needs it here on fourth down. Buying time to his right. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. A fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Looking to throw, it's Barber. Look out! He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Unloads it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Upstairs, he's got it. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
You just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's 4th in California. You're in a big zone defense. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. You can't let them pick that up. Somebody's got to make a play on the football, swat it away, get the interception, get off the field. What are we doing?
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Get up. Get up. Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the first down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
He's looking to pass. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party gift. A late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. Straight ahead, it's McClure. Got the first down. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. A 1st and 10 for this offense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the grab. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Taken down at the 49. Good enough for a first down.
Tulane after that last big pass with momentum on its side. Wants to throw on 1st. Out wide right, it's Daniels. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitchman in the perimeter of the field, and getting down the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards out.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Barber. Left side is Ellison. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. The shot that clears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top